in a warm and cozy home in Los Angeles, where every morning starts with the cheerful laughter of a family. A young man named John, a busy office worker in downtown, began to feel constantly exhausted. At first, he thought it was just from working too hard, but then severe headaches, skin irritation, and even breathing problems started to appear. The doctor diagnosed him with an illness likely related to prolonged exposure to toxic substances in his indoor air. John was shocked to learn that the cheap items he bought to save money had turned into silent killers, full of formaldehyde, a toxic substance classified as a carcinogen by the World Health Organization. John's story is not rare, and today we will take a deeper look into 6 everyday items that are most likely to contain this substance, so you can avoid them and protect your family's health. Have you ever wondered why cheap products can quietly harm our bodies so much? Let's find out together. And don't forget to comment below if you've faced a similar situation. First, we need to clearly understand what formaldehyde is and why it's so dangerous. Formaldehyde, also known as formalin, is a colorless chemical compound with a strong, pungent odor. It's often used as a preservative, adhesive, or wrinkle-preventing agent in many industrial products. According to studies from the WHO and the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, this substance is classified as a human carcinogen, especially with long-term exposure through breathing, skin contact, or food. It can cause endocrine system disruptions, hormonal changes, leading to problems like infertility, thyroid disorders, and increasing the risk of long leukemia or breast cancer. Why should we avoid it? Because in our daily lives, formaldehyde doesn't just shorten our lifespan, it also reduces our quality of life. You might save a few dollars buying cheap items, but the medical bills later could be 100 times more expensive. How can you recognize and avoid it? Check product labels. Prioritize items certified as formaldehyde-free or low VOC, low volatile organic compounds, and always choose reliable brands. Now, let's take a closer look at the first item, cheap plastic containers. Very cheap plastic food containers, just $3 to $6 a set, are often made from low-quality recycled plastic containing formaldehyde or bisphenol A, a similar and equally dangerous substance. When you pour hot food into them, like stir-fried rice or hot soup, the high temperature causes these toxins to leach into the food, entering your body through the digestive system. The effect? It disrupts estrogen and testosterone hormones, increasing the risk of breast cancer in women, colon cancer in both genders, and even impacting brain development in children. Have you noticed the warning signs? The containers yellow quickly, lose their shape, or have a strange smell after just a few uses. Those are red flags. To avoid this, replace them with polypropylene plastic containers that meet food safety standards, marked with a number 5 on the bottom. Or even better, heat-resistant glass containers. How to choose? Go to a big supermarket like Walmart or Target, check for FDA or NSF certifications, and invest around $15 for a durable set. Practical application: every morning, use this container to pack a salad or some fruit. You'll not only save time, but also protect your long-term health. What do you think? Have you ever checked the bottom of your plastic containers? Share in the comments so we can discuss. Moving on to the second item, cheap plywood furniture. Cabinets, shelves, or tables made from industrial plywood, costing only a few $100s, often use formaldehyde-based glue to bind the wood layers. This substance isn't static. It gradually evaporates into the air, especially in enclosed spaces like bedrooms or living rooms. Breathing it in over time can cause eye, nose, and throat irritation, leading to chronic asthma and, more severely, lung and nasopharyngeal cancer. The disease rate increases by 20 to 30% in people living in such environments. Why is cheap plywood used? Because manufacturers cut costs on waste gas treatment, and you end up bearing the consequences. Warning signs: a persistent, pungent smell when the item is new, lasting for weeks. To replace it, choose natural wood furniture like rubber wood or teak from the U.S., or plywood that meets E1/E0 standards, formaldehyde emission lower than 0.05 ppm. How to do it? Before buying, ask to see the certification from retailers like IKEA or other reliable local brands. The price is around $150 to $300 for a quality piece. At home, place natural wood cabinets in the bedroom to reduce the risk and ventilate daily by opening a window for 30 minutes. Are you using cheap plywood furniture? I challenge you, check for a smell in your home and comment on the results. We'll find a solution together. Next, the third item, cheap paints and wall coatings. Wall paints priced under $60 a gallon often contain formaldehyde as a preservative to prevent mold. When applied to the walls, it evaporates strongly, causing immediate headaches and dizziness. Long-term accumulation can lead to leukemia or liver and kidney damage. A study by the U.S. National Institutes of Health showed that formaldehyde concentrations in homes using cheap paint were 10 times higher than safety standards. Why should you avoid it? Because paint is the coating that surrounds our daily lives, and initial savings might lead to long-term illnesses. Signs: a chemical smell that lingers for months, making your family uncomfortable. Replace it with water-based or oil-based paints that are formaldehyde-free, with the low VOC or formaldehyde-free labels, priced from $150 a gallon and up. How to do it. When painting your house, choose professional services that use paint from Sherwin-Williams or Behr. Check for the Green Seal certification and paint during the dry season to reduce evaporation. Practical application. Paint the kids' room with a safe type to protect their delicate lungs, and ventilate daily by opening a window for 30 minutes. Are you using cheap plywood furniture? I challenge you. Check for a smell in your home and comment on the results. We'll find a solution together. Now, let's move on to the fourth item, cheap sofa covers and curtains. Sofa sets or curtains made from cheap synthetic fabric, costing only about $150 to $300 a set, are often treated with formaldehyde to prevent wrinkles and maintain their shape. This substance doesn't just stick to the surface, it gradually evaporates. When you sit, lie down, or touch them, it's absorbed through your skin or inhaled, causing severe skin irritation like rashes and eczema. Long-term exposure increases the risk of lung cancer from accumulation in the respiratory system. Daily contact can increase the disease rate by up to 15 to 20% in homes with low-quality fabric. Why is it so dangerous? Because sofas and curtains are items you are in contact with for many hours, especially in living rooms or bedrooms, where air circulation is often poor, making them a continuous source of pollution. Warning signs: a persistent, pungent smell similar to a new fabric store that makes you uncomfortable when you sit for a long time. To replace them safely, choose sofas and curtains made from organic cotton or Okotex certified polyester that are formaldehyde-free, priced from around $600 from brands like West Elm or Crate & Barrel. How to use them. When buying, feel the fabric to check for natural softness, not stiff from chemicals, and wash curtains regularly with warm water and mild soap to remove dust buildup. In daily life, use a cotton sofa to relax after work. You'll feel more comfortable without worrying about your health. Are you using cheap curtains and experiencing skin irritation? Challenge yourself. Check the fabric label today and comment to share your experience. We can find ways to improve our living spaces together. Continuing with the fifth item, cheap children's toys. Very cheap plastic or painted toys under $15 a piece often have formaldehyde in the paint layer or adhesive to maintain vibrant colors and durability. Children with sensitive skin and the habit of putting things in their mouths can easily be exposed through their skin or mouth, leading to immediate allergies like rashes and, more severely, developmental nervous system damage, behavioral disorders, and even childhood leukemia. Formaldehyde can affect DNA, doubling the risk of disease in children under 5 years old. The reason to avoid them? Because children are our future, and toys that seem harmless can steal their healthy development, turning fun into long-term worry for parents. Warning signs: the toy colors fade quickly, the paint peels, or there's a strong chemical smell when you open the box. Replace them with toys from reliable brands like Lego or Fisher-Price, with CE or ASTM certifications, made from non-toxic ABS plastic or natural wood, priced from around $30 and up. How to do it? When buying, check for safety certifications on the packaging, avoid sketchy items from street markets, and wash the toys with warm water before giving them to your children. Practical application. Choose wooden building blocks for your kids to play with. They're not only safe, but also stimulate creativity, helping to develop a child's brain without risk. Are you a parent who has bought cheap toys and worried about them? Comment below about your kids' favorite safe toys so everyone can learn and protect the next generation. Finally, the sixth item, cheap toilet paper and tissues. Very cheap toilet paper rolls from poorly processed recycled paper often contain formaldehyde or dioxins from chlorine bleaching. These can be absorbed through sensitive skin with daily use, causing immediate irritation like itching and skin inflammation. And long-term accumulation can lead to endocrine system disorders, increasing the risk of skin or reproductive cancer. Dioxins associated with formaldehyde can stay in the body for years, weakening the immune system. Why should you be careful? Because paper is a necessity, in direct contact with the body multiple times a day, and a small saving might lead to big health problems, especially for women and children. Signs: the paper is thin, tears easily, and feels rough when used, with a subtle, strange smell. Replace it with paper from reliable brands like Scott or Kleenex that have FSC, Sustainable Forest, certification, and don't use chlorine bleach, priced around $6 to $9 for a large pack. How to do it? Check for chlorine-free or unbleached labels, buy in bulk to save in the long run, and store in a dry place to avoid mold. Practical application. Use safe paper for daily hygiene. You'll reduce the risk of irritation and feel more confident in your routine. Do you often use cheap paper and have skin problems? Challenge: switch to a safe type this week and comment on the results. We will build good habits together. In conclusion, here are some general tips to help you shop safer and effectively avoid formaldehyde. First, always check the labels carefully. Prioritize products with formaldehyde-free or low VOP certifications, E1/E0 standards for wood, Oecotex for fabric, or FSC for paper. These labels guarantee that the toxin concentration is below safety standards according to international standards from the EPA and WHO. Why is this important? Because it helps you become a smart consumer, proactively addressing hidden concerns by controlling your living environment, which brings peace of mind and long-term health. How to do it? When shopping online on Amazon or eBay, read the descriptions and user reviews carefully. In stores, ask staff about the source and certifications. Avoid products with unclear origins, especially from flea markets or illegal imports. Invest in sustainable products. One good item can last for 5 to 10 years, which is more economical than frequently replacing cheap items that break quickly. For example, a glass container can last forever, compared to a cheap plastic one that you replace every month. Smell before you buy. If there is a pungent chemical smell, avoid it immediately, because that's a sign of formaldehyde evaporating. To reduce accumulation, wash curtains and sofa covers regularly on a gentle cycle. Wipe furniture with warm water mixed with a natural cleaner like baking soda, and for toys and paper, choose an unscented type to protect children and the family. By applying these tips, you will not only avoid risks, but also create a greener and healthier living environment. Have you ever used any of these tips? Comment to share and inspire the community. In summary, through these 6 items, we see that saving money is good, but health is the most valuable asset. Don't let a silent killer like formaldehyde shorten your life or reduce your quality of life. Take action today. Reevaluate the items in your home, replace dangerous ones one by one, and choose wisely to protect your home. Are you ready to make a change? If this video was useful, give it a like to support us. Share it with your friends to spread the knowledge. Comment below on which item you'll avoid first, and subscribe to the channel for more real health tips. Let's work together to build a healthier life, because you deserve it.